Hey, what's up everybody? Wade Hamas here, and this is my second addition to my screencast tutorials. Real stoked to bring this to you. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make the text you see on the screen. The Wade says hi text. And it's real easy to make two text layers, only a few styles on each of the layers, and all you need is a copy of Photoshop. So, with that said, let's go ahead and open up our copy of Photoshop, and let's create ourselves a canvas. This one's 500 by 500. As you can see, I'm using one of the linen layers that I taught you guys how to make in the last tutorial as the background. So if you want to do that, feel free to do it. You know, it's whatever you want to do. So, alright, excuse me. Let's go ahead and throw some text on this canvas. Grab your text tool. Something to keep in note, I would use a text with a serif on it. It'll make the effect look a lot nicer and a lot smoother. So I'm using Rockwell Extra Bold. Another good one to use is Chunk 5. You can Google it. It's free to download. Alright, so let's get some text on here. Alright. Alright, so I'm just typing out some text, whatever you want it to say. And it doesn't matter what colors you want. I'll dive into a little bit of that here in just a second. So let's go ahead and click out of that initial text layer. And let's duplicate it by clicking Option Command J. And then let's hide that bottom layer and select the top layer and then highlight it with the text. What we're going to want to do now is make this text a little bit lighter than what we were using for the bottom layer. Okay, let's unhide the bottom and let's grab the moving tool and let's move the bottom layer down about 10 pixels. And as you can see, we're already starting to get the desired effect that we want. So, alright. So now that we've done that, let's select the top layer and let's open up its blending options. What we're going to want to do first is add an inner glow. Double click that. You want it to be normal. You want the gradient inner glow, and you want to change the colors of the two sliders to the bottom color. Okay, and click OK. We're going to turn the opacity down on this to 20%, and let's make the size 5 pixels and the choke 20. Alright, I'll give you a second to look at this. Alright, let's move on. Now, we're going to also want to add a 1 pixel stroke to the inside position. Blend mode normal, opacity 100%, and the color, select the bottom layer's color and then make it a little bit darker. Cool. Alright, click OK. Now for the bottom layer, all we're going to want to do is add a stroke. 1 pixel, inside, color, dark as the bottom, but then a lot darker than we did on the top one. And then click OK. Now, as you can see, we pretty much have this effect down. It looks like 3D text using only 2 text layers. There are some things that you can do on this bottom layer to really spruce it up a bit. You can add an inner glow and just make this color, just make it pretty dark, and then make this one pretty light. Click OK, and then just take the make it normal, and then just take the opacity of it way down to 20%. You know, I mean, you could play around with it. You're going to want to drop the size down to about 10 and the choke of it to about 10 as well. So there's different things that you can do to make the effect a lot more vibrant. Something else you could do to this bottom layer is add a drop shadow. To make it really stand off the page. You could take the opacity even farther down on that. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different things you can do once you get your two text layers styled up and aligned properly. But yeah, it's real simple. Um, Something else that I do on this top layer is add some noise, which is filter, noise, add noise, rasterize a layer, and there's maybe 1-2%. And there you go. So that's how you make 3D looking text with only two text layers in Photoshop. And I think this looks pretty cool. I would maybe play around with the line heights that you see on the font, but you know, whatever. That's a little nitpicky for me right now. I have to give some credit out to this little hack. Brian Benitez of the Pancake Movement. He actually did this for their landing page, and I was completely taken aback by it. I thought it was cool as shit. So I asked him how he did it, and then I kind of put my own little touch to it. So, Brian, thanks, man. I hope everybody here enjoys this, and if you have any questions, I'm going to put up little pop-up boxes throughout, as you probably saw if you're watching this. But if you have any more questions, just leave a comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And until next time, thank you guys. My name's Wade, and I'll talk to you later.